over his return to the APC. But that's what politics is about, right? You would talk and tire. People would, leave one party for another. They would make their moves, whatever it is that favors the agenda per time. You would get to see. So calm down. Just calm down. Anyway, that's the headline. Another now. Desiani asks court to retrieve seized assets from buyers. The former Minister of Petroleum, Desiani Alison Madueke, urged the Federal High Court in Abuja to order EFCC to retrieve her seized assets from the buyers. Lagos State government to prosecute woman for improper waste disposal. Lagos State government to prosecute woman for improper waste disposal. 4 fear killed in Ogun cult clash. EFCC arrest 21 for internet fraud in Bauchi. Houses burned as violence break out in Plateau community. One day, one trouble. We're always hoping for peace on the plateau. I mean, on all levels. It doesn't matter if it is religious, political, whatever the explanation is. We just hope that the people get to enjoy peace. Like for years. Let's just have years go by without reports of any of these kind of stories from the plateau. Really go a long way. 3 witnesses testify against suspected killer of core member. 3 witnesses testify against suspected killer of core member. Benue traders seek help as fire guts rice mill market. Benue traders seek help as fire guts rice mill market. Okay, I'm getting more reports on the Jos situation, on the plateau situation rather, because it's not just local government, it's Shandam local government area that this violence erupted and it left many people injured and many houses burned. It lasted for several hours according to a report on Punch, and it has sent shockwaves through the community with residents struggling to come to terms with the destruction. According to an eyewitness, the violence began as a clash between 2 groups, with reports suggesting that it was sparked by a disagreement over traditional rites and ritual performance in the community. And that was it. And before you knew what was going on, it escalated very quickly. Homes and businesses were just set ablaze. Poof. Before the very eyes of the people. You'll find further details on Punch. Let's see what else can we find so that we call it wraps on Punch and move on to other papers. Federal government pledges to address labor crisis at Sterling Oil. Oyo Ocean Customs generate 2 billion naira revenue. Stakeholders urge holistic 2025 budget implementation. Barau Woo's sacked Kano SSG and aggrieved NNPP officials to move to the APC. That's what I was talking about earlier. People would always move from one party to another. So these Lagos PDP attacking Jando over a return to the APC, well, that's in the news. So you may want to take a look at it. Anti-Tinubu coalition, APC and others attack Erufai Atiku as plot thickens. APC and others attack Erufai and Atiku as plot thickens. Shooting, Osun community, Adeleke's aide disagree over 10 suspects release. Osun community and Adeleke's aide are disagreeing over the release of 10 suspects. Okay, so let's see blueprint now. RVSG raises the alarm as impeachment stares Fubara and deputy in the face. Told you would find this story on like every paper today. That the Rivers State government raises the alarm as impeachment stares Fubara and his deputy in the face. House led 16 plot against them. Commissioner is also speaking, so you may want to grab blueprint to hear what he's saying. NSIB and Aero contractors sign MOU on global aviation safety standards. Nigeria's inflation dropped to 23.18%. Debt service declines to $276 million. Beneficiaries of some subsidies ganged up against Tinubu at inception. That's Bamidele speaking. He said the people who are benefiting from subsidies ganged up against Tinubu at inception. Dangote to build 6 MTA cement plant in Itori, largest seaport in Ogun State. Daily Trust, El-Rufai accuses Ubasani of siphoning local government funds to the UK and to South Africa. It's going down. Motorists pass night at CNG stations over inadequate dispensing points. Yeah, you see pictures on the front page of Daily Trust. Motorists passing night at CNG stations over inadequate dispensing point. Rivers Assembly's Rivers Assembly's notice of misconduct not addressed to Fubara. That's the government explaining. He said the notice of misconduct was not addressed to Fubara. Many injured, houses burned as crisis erupts in Plateau community. Those are the stories you would find on Daily Trust. Let's see Daily Sun. Clock ticks for Fubara and deputy amid warning as Assembly alleges gross misconduct, issues notice. Our future gloomy, declares Rivers government. Senator warns against shutting state government. Senator is warning against shutting the state government. That's a big story. And the writers you'd find on Daily Sun today. APC mocks El-Rufai, accuses him of sulking. Okay, let's see this story very quickly and then we'll take a break. 15-year-old Loyola student won 2025 Young Nigerian Scientist Award. We'll take a break now. When we come back, more coming your way. Stay with us. It is an FM 93.7.
Hello, Abuja. You are listening to 93.7 Citizen FM, the latest radio station based in Nigeria's capital. Our station seeks to broadcast a broad mix of culture and views with priority given to development programming to enable residents share ideas and opinions, music and drama. At Citizen FM, we believe in progressive talk and solution-driven conversation. Our aim is to build a united Nigeria by bringing people of diverse culture together through communication. Enjoy listening to 93.7 Citizen FM. We are more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
Stay connected to the heartbeat of the nation's capital. Tune in to FCT Today every Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. on Citizens 93.7 FM Abuja. Get the latest updates on news, events, and happenings in and around the Federal Capital Territory. From politics to entertainment, business to culture, we have got the inside scope. Join the conversation, stay informed, and be ahead of the curve. Don't miss FCT Today every Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. on Citizens 93.7 FM Abuja. FCT Today, your window to the FCT every Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. on Citizens 93.7 FM Abuja.
to Citizen 93.7 FM Abuja for the live coverage of the Enlightening Ramadan Tafsir session by Professor Isa Ali Pentemi. Proudly sponsored by Jais Takaful Insurance Limited. Stay connected for insightful reflections this Ramadan.
The issues. Everybody respected that because it was coming from the president.
Theory behind it, the way the people took the battle in their hands.
Some civil servant retire without a roof over his head.
The cause.
If we cannot trust you, then you cannot take the ticket of this country. Hussein cannot be divulged from those who cause the crime. Honestly.
The passion.
You must have national spread. So where is it?
Why are you so concerned about that?
He said money was...
I never...
No.
The platform is always the same.
Insight on Citizen FM 93.7.
The source is constant.
My name is Lawrence Umoite.
There is always an opportunity.
Tomorrow, Insight returns with another interesting...
Insight with Lawrence Umoite on Citizen 93.7 FM Abuja. Be part of the experience.
Country people, now good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and even good tomorrow. As we take the join mouth and join body with the top collabo to take greet Muslim brothers and sisters as it's stated all enter the holy month of Ramadan. That not to inform country people and all me good listeners where they join me on top make we talk for Citizen 93.7 FM Abuja. Say the program don't put pumpy for the moment until they finish Ramadan. Then we go come back with a full force. Make not touch the dial because now still Citizen 93.7 FM Abuja be that.
Looking at headlines from across papers today, the 18th day of March 2025. I am Didi and it's Citizen FM 93.7. Let's take a look at pen pushing. Ready to engage you in constructive conversation. Amosun tells Dangote on the factory demolition allegation. I am back in Ogun State to reconstruct Itori cement plant and also build largest port at Olokola, says Dangote. Otudeco, others seek out-of-court settlement over alleged 12.3 billion naira fraud as court validates trial. Otudeco and others seek out-of-court settlement over alleged 12.3 billion naira fraud as court validates trial. Former Vice President Sambo disowns spokesman. Pro-Wike lawmakers serve gross misconduct allegation notice on Governor Fubara and his deputy. I will not discourage lawmakers not to impeach Governor Fubara, says Wike. Those are the stories you would find on Pen Pushing today on the platform. So check it out. Check the online version. You'd get details of the stories as well as more. And now to Vanguard. Rivers crisis. Assembly serves Governor Fubara deputy notice of misconduct. Beneficiaries of fuel subsidy ganged up against Tinubu's government at inception. Senate leader speaks why Nigeria ports are not competitive. Details you would find on Vanguard. Ground rent. Wike revokes 4,754 land titles after over 40 years. Court to AGF. You have no power to prosecute electoral offenders. Dangote and Mozambique over demolition of cement factory in Ogun State. And so one of my favorite stories today, Naira appreciates 1,590 Naira in the parallel market to a dollar. Naira appreciates 1,590 Naira to a dollar in the parallel market. If you've been following, the rise and the fall and the rise again of the Naira, you'd see why the story is great, at least just by 1 Naira difference. It was 1,600 Naira per dollar last weekend. Today we're hearing 1,590 Naira. Oh, 10 Naira, pardon me. It's going to get better. However, though, the report goes on to say that the Naira depreciated to 1,549 Naira per dollar in the Nigerian foreign exchange market. That's also a factor you must always pay attention to, not just the parallel market, but also the NFM. Data published by CBN show that the indicative exchange rate for the Naira rose to 1,549 Naira per dollar from 1,548 Naira per dollar last week Friday, and that indicated 1 Naira depreciation for the Naira. Consequently, we also saw that the margin between the parallel market and NFM rate narrowed to 41 Naira per dollar from 52 Naira per dollar last weekend. Further details you would find on Vanguard. Alleged 3.4 billion Naira cybercrime, EFCC docks Chinese and a Nigerian. Stop EFCC from selling my seized assets, Desiani begs court. Stop EFCC from selling my seized assets, Desiani begs court. Falana sues Meta, claims $5 million over invasion of privacy. I remember the story, or something like this was headline just a while ago, how that they used him to promote a health something diet. Did you follow the story? Wondering if it's the same one. Anyway, maybe he has gone through with it. He has instituted the $5 million action against Meta before a Lagos High Court over alleged invasion of his privacy by the company. You'd find further details on Vanguard. Protesters barricade road as headsmen allegedly rape and destroy farmlands in Bayelsa. Protesters barricade road as headsmen allegedly rape and destroy farmlands in Bayelsa. Presidential aide is explaining. He said, I never called for NYSC members' execution. Remember the lady who's in the news for speaking up about the inflation and what is going on in the country? Yeah. Presidential aide is explaining that never called for the execution of the lady. Huriwa defends core members' rights to free speech. Huriwa is a group that's a writer to the story. They're saying that this young woman has a right to speak up. Let me talk about Ajayi. That's the SSA to the president on media and publicity, who they said, she was calling for the execution by hanging or by firing squad. Well, she said, no, that's not what happened. Okay, he said it, pardon me, he said that's not what happened. If people might want to get further details on that story. Wike's house not attacked or burnt. Police is giving update. Anambra Guba, Labour Party in suspense as APC and ABGA ignite race. Falana to DSS. Oh yeah, we saw the story yesterday. So that's pretty much what you would find on Vanguard today. That brings us to exactly 8:30. So let's see what Tribune has, Nigerian Tribune. And of course, the big story is Rivers Assembly situation. It says Rivers Assembly lists 19 sins of Fubara, accuses him and his deputy of gross misconduct, and moves for their impeachment. You'll find details on page 15 of Nigerian Tribune. Fubara says lawmakers are frustrating his effort to implement Supreme Court judgment. What Constitution says about removing a governor? Find all of that on Nigerian Tribune today. Nigeria's inflation rate fell to 23.3% in February, according to statistics from the National Bureau of Statistics. Dangote begins construction of Itori cement plant and is set to build largest port at Olokoda. Narrates how Amosun pulled down plants at in the state twice, shows Nigerian construction approval for alleged demolition erections. Okay. For the details on Nigerian Tribune, FCT Minister revokes 4,794 land titles over non-payment of ground rent for over 40 years. Of Beza Tribunal. We also have News Direct. Again, inflation eases to 23.18% in February. Food inflation drops to 23.51% as price pressures ease. That's on page 4. February inflation slows, but high prices persists. CPPC. Debt service drops to $270 billion in February 2025. That's according to CBN. Lack of party discipline is the reason I quit PDP. Jandor is explaining. He said lack of party discipline is the reason why I quit PDP. Why are we returning to Ogun State? Why we are returning to Ogun State to build port and Dangote cement plant. Dangote is speaking there. Minister NCDMB to investigate Sterling Oil over export quota violation, and anti-labor practices. So the story on Rivers politics is also front page on Nigerian News Direct, but it is not the big story. The big story on Nigerian News Direct is the inflation easing to 23.18% in February. But it's above the masthead. It says fresh trouble for Fubara and deputy as Rivers Assembly files impeachment notice. 18th March, more stories. Business Day. Naira recovers as black market demand for dollar moderates. Naira recovers as black market demand for dollar moderates. Big firms flock to Eco Atlantic on prestige. Big firms flock to Eco Atlantic or prestige. Yeah, we know. New Telegraph, Rivers crisis deepens as Assembly prepares impeachment notice for Fubara and his deputy. There are writers to the story, and of course, it's related to the impeachment notice and what should be done. Pages 3 and 5 have the details of that. Victimization. WAEC workers warm up for strike as NASU gives 7-day ultimatum. WAEC workers warm up for strike as NASU gives 7-day ultimatum. El-Rufai is a self-centered politician, says APC. Drop in food prices pushes inflation down to 23.18%. ATMs are losing traffic as POS transactions surge by 339.2% to 7.2 trillion naira. I'm telling you. Less queues. ATMs are losing traffic as POS transactions surge by 339.2%. That is to 7.2 trillion naira. and that was New Telegraph I just looked at. I think we just have a few more to go, but it's time for us to begin to take your reactions. You can call me up on 0903 2299797. The number again 0903 2299797. If you have any reaction to any one of the stories, I'm sure that the thing is on the Rivers political situation. Yeah, that's going on hot. Naira is doing well. Well, I just wonder how long it will do well for. And of course, other stories. Any one of them I've looked at so far. Is there anything in the news again? You can go ahead and call me up, or you can send me a WhatsApp message. The number's again 0903 2299797, or you can message 0818222205. And let's see. Okay, right. I waited for you today again, but I'm not seeing your YouTube stream. Francesca, I think I need to give you a trophy because, my God, you've been so consistent. I like that you have been very, very, very here, present with us. I appreciate that. Again, I'm unable to. Sorry about that. I hope that one day I would not have to say sorry again. I'll just get it done. Today I don't even know why. Perhaps because I was not mentally prepared once again. But don't worry, it will come around. I promise you, it will come around. Let's see what the Guardian knows. And I like the way they just put a twist to the Rivers political situation. All the papers have been talking about impeachment service have been notice have been served, impeachment notices have been served, and all of that. This one says eyes on Rivers CJ as impeachment plot thickens against Fubara and his deputy. You'll find details on page 6 of The Guardian, and yes, it is the creme de la creme that is on the front page of The Guardian. The president, Fubara, Wike, his deputy, and the Rivers CJ. Those are the pictures that you would find on The Guardian. Lingering court order and litigations trail Shell's $2.4 billion divestment. Dangote to reconstruct a Tory cement plant and build a port in Ogun State. Debt servicing fell from $540 million to $276 million, says CBN. Great move there, right? Nigeria's inflation sustained downward turn and slows to 21.2%. What else can we find on the front page of The Guardian? I think that's pretty much it. Jandor returns to APC as PDP describes exit a welcome relief. I haven't looked at this day. Oh my God. Why though? Let's see. This day. Inflation declines to 23.18% amid lower food and energy prices. Are they really lowering though? That's why someone is, being asked to apologize, because she said things are not really getting better. Finally, Rivers State Assembly begins impeachment process against Fubara and Odu, his deputy, accuses him of abuses, a deputy of misconduct. Okay. Governor denies a frustrating Supreme Court verdict. Governor denies frustrating the Supreme Court verdict. Dangote to build 18 MTA cement plant in Itori, a larger seaport at Olokola in Ogun State. Yeah. Okay, so let me see what the online platform holds for us on this day today. Very quickly now. I'm trying. Oh no! Ow! I was bounced. Oh my God. legit bounced, but now I found my way in on this day as Abiodun opens up Ogun East-West for business. Generalist professional controversy in the civil service. There's a reform for option for Nigeria. Finally, Rivers State Assembly begins impeachment process against Fubara and Odu. That's how it's captured on this day. Finally, Rivers State Assembly begins impeachment process against Fubara and Odu. Nigeria's economy has turned the corner, VP says at iftar with Tinubu and House leadership. Says Nigeria's economy has turned the corner. To which side now? Nigeria and Cuba strengthen economic ties, pledge deeper diplomatic cooperation. Nigeria and Cuba strengthen economic ties as they are pledging deeper diplomatic cooperation. Oyetola laments Nigeria's 2% contribution to global fleet, just 2%. NERC transfers oversight of Plateau electricity market to PSERC. Pardon me. You know, remember the other day it was Kogi that, was taking over for the Kogi arm. Now we're hearing that the Plateau side is also transferred. Yeah, so NERC, that's Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, is transferring oversight of Plateau's electricity market to PSERC. PSERC is Plateau State Electricity Regulatory Commission. Federal government to begin digital mapping of Abuja, and Surveyor General briefs NCAA and ONSA. Telecom is the backbone of Nigerian digital economy. Adebi says so. Concerns over Nigeria's 55 trillion naira budget as crude output deficit hits 390 BPD. My God, I can't believe that we have so many more we haven't looked at. The leadership is here and independent as well. As I like to say, we'll do what we can within the time that we have. All right, let's look at leadership. Electoral reform, political parties and stakeholders want INEC unbundled. Unbundled. Electoral reforms, political parties and stakeholders want INEC unbundled. Katsina government to feed 2 million vulnerable residents during Ramadan. Katsina government backs establishment of NAPRI Outreach Center in Mahuta. Federal government and Katsina government to complete Kano-Katsina Highway and 4 others. I like the back. How Katsina. Governor Rada champions Africa's economic future at Oxford Forum. Those are some of the stories you would find on leadership. EFCC arrests top Edo official over alleged Naira abuse. Who? Find out on leadership. Rivers lawmakers serve Fubara deputy impeachment notice. I would have been surprised if I didn't see this. Farotimi warns against hereditary appointments in Nigeria's legal system, honestly. Farotimi warns against hereditary appointments in Nigeria's legal system. And yes, the story on ground rent and Wike revoking land titles is also on leadership. Grab a copy to see how they told the story. What do we have? Local government chairman suspension. PDP and Edo government talk tough. They're talking tough. APC chieftains decry party leadership's neglect in Bauchi State. Sam Egu raises concern over appointment of partisan people as Rex. Atiku rallies support for core member who criticized Tinubu. Jump on it. Ex-governor advises resignation. Oh no, what happened? Okay, I found it. Ex-governor advises resignation. Ex-governor advisor's resignation sparks overhaul call in Bayelsa PDP. Lamido tackles a flyover call to join SDP. You'll find out that was about a few hours ago on leadership. So grab a copy or check out the online platform for further details of these stories I just took headlines of. Making our way very slowly to what is happening in the world of sports, but in the meantime, let's look at Daily Independent. Oh my God. It's so hard. Having everything done at the same time. All right. Konta Jones Otudeko's case for settlement talks with EFCC. That's on the alleged fraud. For the details you find on Independent. SGF denies involvement in 10 billion naira fraud allegations as EFCC probes aid. At UN Summit, Diri makes case for Niger Delta coastal communities. Protest over moving Benue LG Election Tribunal to Abuja. They're protesting that. Yeah, moving Benue Local Government Election Tribunal to Abuja. Okay. Former Lagos PDP Guba candidate returns to APC. Tension as Assembly moves to impeach Governor Fubara and his deputy. Right. So I think we're within borders. UN 1000 African Women Network honors Cross River First Lady Dr. Otu. Congratulations. Now, what am I missing? Hope not. Hope nothing. Yeah. ASR Africa emerges winner of CSR Champion Award. Congratulations. And Lafarge reaffirms commitment to women empowerment and gender equality and inclusion. And that brings us to what is happening in the world of sports. Very quickly now, let's see the headlines we can take as we round off. Rwanda, Super Eagles Kigali camp swells. Team to train soon. Super Eagles Kigali camp swells. That means more people are joining, right? Nigeria upcoming World Cup games is named the 23 players for the matches against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. For the details on Independent. So let's see what does leadership have for us in the world of sport. IBB Golf Club captain sues for peace and rule of law amidst security shutdown. Gomel re-elected unopposed as Anoka Treasurer General. Motorsports Ondo rally to attract 100 racers. Remember that at 11 o'clock, Citizen Sports will be coming your way with all the details of what's happening in the world of sports. For 1 full hour, it'll be talks about sports, so do not miss it. Be sure to catch all the latest in the world of sports. Ola Aino names his top 4 Afrobeat artists. NFF breaks ground on new players' hostel and training facilities in Abuja. And let's take a look at the front page of Sporting Sun. Boniface Onyedika, Simon Moses, swell Eagles camp. Yeah, that's the one that leadership, no, it was Independent that just captured it as saying that the camp is swelling. More people are joining. Okay. My God. And I will take all of them as much as I can. Larry Zamoje, thumbs up Sportsville Award over Adun's recognition. NFF's groundbreaking ceremony for players hostel and new training pitches to hold today. Boxing to feature as Olympic sports for LA 2028. Super Eagles hits gym ahead of first training in Kigali. Showtime flag football launches summer series. Did it within time, didn't I? Thank you very much for staying with us on Citizen FM. Use of our headlines. At top of the hour, news on the hour will be coming your way. And right after that, the analysts will be in the studio to give you more details and better perspective into what is happening in Nigeria, especially as it concerns the big stories for today. I'm sure Rivers' political situation will be top conversation, so stay with us.
Hello, Abuja. You are listening to 93.7 Citizen FM, the latest radio station based in Nigeria's capital. Our station seeks to broadcast a broad mix of culture and views with priority given to development programming to enable residents share ideas and opinions, music and drama. At Citizen FM, we believe in progressive talk and solution-driven conversation. Our aim is to build a united Nigeria by bringing people of diverse culture together through communication. Enjoy listening to 93.7 Citizen FM. We are more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
Onye na-akpọzi n'osimiri